Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Telkom Gaming Show. Hope the lights are on wherever you are, because today we'll be checking out Evolve 2015 and Witches 3. Do what South Africans do best and play a great game of Rugby 15 with Rob Forbes, and chat to Stephanie B and Joe Crann about Lego Batman 3 and Forza Horizon 2 respectively. With 2014 almost done and dusted, we look at 2015, where a number of great games have already been lined up. One of them is Evolve. Evolve is an up-and-coming competitive shooter with a difference, and puts 4-player controlled hunters up against 1-player controlled monster. There are unique abilities for each player as you head into the game, and the monster, which seems like the most fun to play, will be able to evolve by devouring smaller creatures to almost level up. While you evolve, you leave yourself vulnerable to the hunters as you enter a cocoon stage. It's up to the hunters to kill the monsters though, made up of 4 classes: the Trapper, Support, Medic and Assault classes. Each of these will contain different abilities and playstyles. If you can imagine it, think natural selection, but one monster is a lot stronger than normal. Well, that's multiplayer covered. Evolve will also feature a single-player campaign set on a distant planet in the far arm of space called Shear. The monsters are located on Shear and come out to destroy and rid the planet of new colonists, as William Corbett is brought out of retirement to deal with the threat. What's awesome about Evolve is that it is something completely new and different. And the multiplayer aspect of having a 4 versus 1 is something that could bring an interesting dynamic to the game. We may yet see the game develop into a DGL title for 2015, so only time will tell. Evolve will be hitting PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on the 10th of February, so keep your eyes out for that one. The third game in the Witcher series, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, developed by CD Projekt Red, is scheduled to be released near the end of February for PC, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. As fans of the series will know, gameplay is similar in The Witcher 3 and brings the world to life in an action role-playing setting. This time around, the developers have gone for more of an open world space, which they say is larger than any other modern RPG in history. It's said to be 30 times larger than the previous Witcher games and will involve players jumping onto a sailboat to get to other, more distant locations. It's said to be even bigger than Skyrim, so that should tell you something. As is the case with most RPGs, every action that the player commits in the game will affect the world, and there are a bunch of options to approach each and every situation. With an estimated 100 hours completion time, a dynamic day and night system, realistic AI, and responsive and dynamic environments, The Witcher 3 looks like it's going to be something really special when it comes out next year. The game concludes the story of Geralt of Rivia as he sets out on a new and personal mission amidst the changes of the world order. There will be both horseback combat and sea combat with climbing mechanics, as well as the inclusion of bombs. Don't forget to check out our LEGO and Assassin's Creed Unity competitions that are still running and will be closing up next week.
Hey, what's up? It's Rob Forbes from 5FM. We're hanging with Rob Clegg from Telkom Gaming, and today we are playing Rugby! Woo!
And okay, so Rugby 15 has got a couple of licensed teams, a couple of licensed leagues.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Super 15 is not one of them. So you can play with people like the Bulls and the Sharks and stuff like that, but they're called Pretoria. And
Okay, I'm going to treat this the way I would treat real rugby if I were the Springbok coach. We're going to go South Africa versus the Exeter Chiefs. That would be my first game if I was Heineken Meyer. A South African team, our very famous fullback Bob Ormst. Our midfield of Mauro and Fidel. Efren is playing at number 10. Sounds like he's from the Cape. Spencer, Kurt and Joey up front.
Sounds good.
This is a very white Springbok team. I can see Fikile having a problem. Right, let's go! I have no idea what the controls are for this one. We're going to work this out as we go.
Okay, so when I first played this, it hits you with a, there's like 4 or 5 pages of introduction, like how to play and how to do things.
Yeah.
So I don't remember any of that.
Luckily, I've got the theory of rugby in my head.
Okay,
I used to play, so I understand the game. So we're going to try and play a tactical kicking game to gain as much advantage, and then use our forwards from lineouts to hopefully score tries.
I'm Miles Harrison, and sitting alongside me, Stuart Barnes.
There we go.
Come on, boys!
No surprise.
Right.
This could be one of the games of the season.
They're also playing a tactical kicking game. Okay, we're going to the back, and we're going to try and throw it off the top.
Working well
Yeah.
between hooker and catcher.
That's not the tactical kicking game I had in mind. Intercept!
Intercept now! No.
That's a good hit.
Okay, you need to bind people to the ruck. Steal. There we go. Now you've got possession out of the ruck. Oh my god, run!
Get there, boys! Get there! Mr. Ref! Come on! Hands in the ruck. Boom! Boom! Good hits.
Foul play and ruck by South Africa.
That is a lie!
That guy's a bit offside.
Penalty, handling the ball in the ruck. This ref hates us.
See now,
Penalty.
when you are you spamming right trigger for the
Yes.
Okay. When the ball pulls up, it goes red, yellow, and then green. Red is an unplayable ball, so you'll be fouled for it. Yellow sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and then green is playable.
Boom! What a hit!
And you didn't miss it.
Okay.
You need to build it up to green, and then you need to trigger it out. That was a pretty decent kick.
Excellent service.
Oh, there's a hole! There's a hole, he's gone! Swing it!
Oh,
Try time! No!
And they'll put that down for the 22.
Oh, I'm so traumatized.
you got to push the analog stick in.
Come on, we'll do it.
It's a new definition of celebrating. Just boot it into the crowd.
What's the plan?
There we go.
Gets away.
Swing it!
Offload.
Oh. Whoa, what a beast! What a machine! You have to put the analog sticks in. In analog sticks. Yes. There we go.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, now kicking is quite an interesting one. Right, you use the right analog stick and you pull back until you see the percentage.
Oh, right,
And you
okay.
try and push it up forward, but as straight as possible.
Matter of stopping them.
That's
Nothing too much of a just for the defenders.
okay. So you got.
There are things to learn. There are definitely things to learn.
They're just standing there like. Woo! Oh no!
Getting through there.
Wow, Exeter Chiefs, world class.
Mr. Kick you.
Nice. Okay, so you got 20 minutes. You're in a bit of trouble here.
Inside Chief territory.
Oh, yes, keep going. Yes, analog sticks. Yes.
Try time! That's right. Surely this can't be this hard. What are the controls?
Okay, so you need to bring it down until the percentage goes up, and then
Yeah.
straight back up to the top. And
Okay.
that'll be the direction. So you need to do it straight back up to the top. That's not bad. There we go.
That's right.
Converted. 1 out of 2.
We're
not
back
bad.
in the league, 12-8. We are not losing to the Exeter Chiefs. Chase the up and
Is that
under.
upper hand? Nice upper hander. Oh!
Going to drop
Was that a drop goal?
Yes.
Yo. He just got that?
Yep.
Wow, that was incredible. 12-11, closest game ever. Okay, 80 minutes. You can boot it out if you want. Oh no! We're in the lead, 12-11. Boot it into touch.
And we're going to pass it back to the fly half on the right-hand side. And the U.
Yay!
It's the win! Baka! So on the whole, lots of fun. Big Ben Rugby 15. If you'd like to win a copy on either the Xbox One or the PS4, tell us what the final score was in the game on Twitter at Rob Forbes DJ, at Telkom Gaming, and then we'll pick someone, we'll send you a copy just in time for the World Cup.
Stephanie B has been playing Lego Batman 3 for the last few weeks, so we sat her down to get the rundown of the new game.
Hi, my name is Stephanie B and I am from 5FM. It is awesome to be chatting to you again. I am currently playing another one of the games in the Lego series. This one is Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Batman and Robin, they team up with the Justice League and the Lantern Corps to prevent the evil villain guy called Brainiac. He's trying to use the power of 7 lanterns to shrink the Earth and then just sort of add it to his collection of cool trinkets. The storyline is very involved, very, very complicated. I find myself maybe jumping around quite often, and sometimes I have to go and Google when I've gone onto a new level. Okay, what does this level mean? Where am I? Like, who are these characters? What am I doing? That kind of a thing. But maybe for someone who is a Batman fan, this is probably the ultimate game because you get to really get inside of Batman and his history and his story and his character and who are his friends, really, and where he comes from and who are his enemies. And by the looks of things, in this game specifically, he's got a lot of enemies. The graphics on Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham are insane. I am playing it on a PS4, so obviously that is next gen, so I am playing it on an awesome console, which obviously helps. But the colors are so vivid, it's crazy. Sometimes I feel like maybe it's too much in my face. I don't know if it's because I'm being just resistant and I prefer the old school, and by old school I mean like the Legos of Lord of the Rings and that kind of stuff, maybe even Pirates of the Caribbean, which was a little bit more simplistic, a little bit more like Lego. In terms of the gameplay on the latest Batman Lego movie, I would say that it's probably the hardest one that I've had to play. I think this is probably a trend with most games that are released. You release the first one and it's quite easy, it's entry level. I mean, FIFA does it with all of theirs, it gets harder and harder and harder to play. So this one I feel like it's definitely the hardest I've played. I can't see a young child being able to figure out some of the puzzles that you have to do to get through a level. Some of them are very easy and very simplistic, like the first Lego ones where you could figure it out within 10 seconds and you were through and you were done and smashing things up and rebuilding things. But specifically this Batman one, you have to put on different suits and figure out which suit can do what thing, and there aren't really that many clues. I must say that even though I haven't finished the game yet, I've already had to go onto YouTube a couple of times and to look at some of the walkthroughs. Also, each level feels a little bit overwhelming in terms of the amount of stuff that's there. The amount of characters that are there. There's 150 playable characters in this latest game, and it feels a bit like they've doubled up on everything. Characters, collectibles, the hidden secrets and everything. Everything is just a lot. It's just, there's a lot of everything. So that can feel overwhelming, but it does mean that you're playing the game for longer and it lasts for longer. The humor with the Lego series has always been a big selling point for me. The humor in this latest one has taken a bit of a different turn to the other movies. I thought The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit did the humor perfectly, even Marvel, that was amazing. The humor was so well done there as well. But this one seems a little bit depressing, and I don't know why. I don't know maybe who the writers were. The voiceovers are amazing. The voices are fantastic. I think they put a lot of money and effort into finding the right voice actors and getting that kind of stuff done well. The music is amazing, the soundtrack is just fantastic, but the humor is very dark. Sometimes Batman seems a bit depressed. So Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham is really difficult to rate in my opinion, because I think I've played most of the Lego games by now, and after everything that I've said, taking into account the fact that they've doubled up on pretty much everything, the collectibles, the players, the characters, the fact that it's a little bit hard to get through some levels, and that it isn't necessarily going to be the easiest game to play if you don't know the Batman story. It can seem a little bit confusing and all over the place. On the other hand, the graphics are amazing, the music is amazing, the voiceovers and the work that they put into that is amazing. I am going to give it a good old 70 out of 100. I feel like that's fair. I think like that's a fair evaluation of the new game.
To end things off this week, Joe Crann takes us through Forza Horizon 2.
How's it going, guys? Joe again. This time I've been playing Forza Horizon 2. I've been unlocking the inner driver in myself. The thing that I like most about driving games is I can smash things to pieces because I'm not a good driver. So on the game I can drive around, and if I crash into a tree, it's fine. My girlfriend's not going to kill me for ruining a car because it's not real. But the thing that's coolest about Forza 2 is it's so the game's massive. Like, you can drive in a straight line for about 45 minutes and you still won't reach the end of the game. Like, it's massive, and every car has its specific handling, and it's very unique to that specific car. I mean, you can drive one car and so you drive a Land Rover and you can go off-road with ease, you can go zipping in and out of trees and it works perfectly. But if you try and do that in a Lamborghini, then you're gonna smash out your car. So it's very, like I say, it's very unique to the different cars. The game is huge, not just in terms of the terrain on it, but also what there is to do on there. I mean, you travel around the south part of France, and there's some beautiful scenery there, and you drive around and you can just drive if you want. You can just try some skills out. You can do things like you're drifting and you're going off ramps and that sort of thing, or you can drive like a normal person, which is sometimes nice. Just drive on the road, just enjoy driving in a Lamborghini, because you're never gonna have one. Anna is, she basically makes you feel like you've got a personal assistant. For the first time, I'm now speaking to my Xbox, which I'm sure is not a good sign. I don't think that's good as my social life goes. I can tell Anna where I want to go, and she'll put it in my little GPS or whatever when I'm driving. But I don't know what my neighbours must think. They see my girlfriend go out, and then they hear me talking to Anna. I'm not sure. And I've given her strange instructions as well. But no, it's great, because with the Connect, you really are in a situation where, I mean, I turn my Xbox on in the first place with the Connect. I turn my Xbox on and it says, "Hi, Joe." I'm like, I don't need any friends anymore. I've got that there. Like I say, it's a nice feature with the game, because I mean, I say it makes it easier, but I'm sat on my sofa, so I'm being lazy as it is anyway. So the fact that she's making my gaming life easier is the ultimate of laziness. But it's a nice feature to have. With this game as well, you've got so much choice of cars. I mean, it's nice. I like games when it's real cars, so it's not like a made up, like a BMZ or something like that. Like, it's an actual real car with sort of real features. So in terms of how the car looks, I mean, you can be very classy about it and go blackout with black rims and that sort of thing, or you can be horrible and get like a shiny gold car with red rims and a purple spoiler if you want. Like, you can, the range of what you can actually do with it is wicked. And my girlfriend knows cars. Like, she knows what she's doing, that sort of stuff. So I mean, not that you have to be an expert with cars to play the game, but when the car needs souping up and to improve the handling and all, I pass it to Steph and she can sort that out, because she knows what these things mean. Me, I'm just picking. She understands what the words are. I'm just like, click, click. I'll have that. That makes the car better. I'll take that one. Whereas she actually knows what she's doing, and that is another thing I have to say about the game is, if you know nothing about cars, like yours truly, you can get away with not knowing anything. But if you do know your cars and you are clued up on that sort of thing, the detail you can go to in tuning your car and stuff is immense if you actually want to go down that route.